Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be applying a forged carbon wrap on the heel guards. Now, obviously I cannot afford a real carbon fiber heel guard as they're insanely expensive. And honestly, there's nothing even wrong with these ones. These are just aluminum and they do their purpose on, guarding your heel, I would say. But I kind of want to spice it up a little bit and kind of give it a little bit of a look, because they do look boring. And as you can see, I do have some forged carbon wrap around the bike, little accents here and there on the bike. I kind of want to match, what I have over here with something over here and give it a little bit more of a character. Alright, so let's get to it, and let me show you what you need to do to actually apply the wrap. Now you can do it another way. You could actually remove these two screws and remove the heel guard, take it to your workbench and work on it. But I kind of also wanted to show you to do it on the bike, so you don't have to remove the screws and you don't have to worry about doing all this other stuff. Fairly simple, and I think it makes it a little bit better to maneuver the wrap on something that's, stationary. Alright, first things first, you want to get a clean paper towel, and you want to get some isopropyl alcohol, probably around 70%. And you just want to put a little bit of alcohol here in the paper towel. And what you're going to do is you're just going to wipe down your heel guard. You kind of just want to make sure that you have any dirt and debris out of the heel guard, because obviously dirt and debris will make your decal just come out and not stick very well. So just a nice little light cleaning. And once you do that, then you can go ahead and let the alcohol just evaporate and dry. Okay, after that we're going to get some of this adhesive promoter. Obviously I have a big bottle, but I'll have a link down in the description of this video for some small little spongy ones. But I got that one. I already put my cotton swab with that stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to coat the heel guard. Now what this is doing, this is giving kind of a liquid tack to the heel guard, so that way it allows the wrap to adhere to it a lot better and let it stick a little bit more. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let that evaporate. Alright, now that that's all dry, you want to get a little part of your forged carbon. We're just going to put it over here. So I'm going to go ahead and peel that. Alright, just make sure I get the coverage of all of it. And while you're doing it, just go ahead and give it a nice press to get it all on those flat areas. And if you encounter like a little bubble like this one, just go ahead and peel it back a little bit, because at this point you still have time to really work with it. And then as you do it, just go ahead and flatten it. And yeah, so just do that. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and cut out the little circles that are the little cutouts that are the design of the heel guard. And you're going to use an X-Acto blade or a blade of any kind to actually do it. Okay, getting a little bit of a bubble here. Okay, let's pull it back, and then once you get that that bubble out, then you can go ahead and press it back to get it nice and flat. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep on pressing it, try to get as much as I can without any of these like crazy air pocket bubbles. I probably could do it while I'm still recording. And then let's see. That one's a little bit on the way there. Just take your time with this, because it is going to test your patience, honestly, guys. So, yeah. Just try to do the best you can, because like I said, this wrapping is not easy. And like I said, it will, if you have a very short temper, well, trust me, guys, this is really going to push it. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera, because the camera's kind of in my way as I'm doing it. And once I get everything set, I will show you what to do next. All right, I'm gonna have to show you kind of at an angle of what I'm doing, so that way I don't have the camera in front of my face. Okay, so next we're gonna do is we have our heat gun right here. We're just gonna apply a very light amount of heat to the wrap, trying to get a little bit more pliable, especially when you start pressing in indentations of where we're going to be cutting it out. Alright, and at this point you could also, if you have any other air bubbles and you kind of want to stretch them out with the heat, you'll be able to do so, or at least get it enough where it won't be too crazy visible on the material. Now again, you could only heat it up and stretch the material so far until it starts not looking good. Okay, I think that's just gonna be as best as I can get it. Alright, so now that we got everything already pressed in, now you're gonna grab your blade. We're gonna find the edge of the heel guard and we're gonna poke the blade right through and, you know, kind of start cutting the shape of the heel guard. Okay, about right there. And just kind of follow your edge on the flat part of the heel guard, cutting it all the way through. There we go. Same on this one. Cut it all the way through. And then as we're doing that, we're going to start taking shape of the heel guard itself. So again, you want to make sure that you are taking your time on this and doing the best you can. Alright. Okay, and then any like of the fine stuff we're going to be doing. And over here, I'm just going to cut a line right over here, as I'm not going to be going around the bolts. So I'm just going to kind of just cut a straight line here. There we go. And like I said, all the details you can start getting to as soon as you start removing more of the material. Alright, so now that we have a little bit of an edge, just try to do the best you can on getting a sharp part of the blade and getting it to, you know, to cut. It also may get a little bit difficult as well on doing so, but yeah, there we go. Just get that angle on that blade. There we go. Alright, so while I go ahead and start getting to the little details and everything of this, you guys do the same, and then I'll show you how to cut out the indentations or the holes of the heel guard. Alright, now that you already got the shape of the heel guard and everything's looking nice and sharp, alright, we're going to apply a little bit of heat and we're just going to start pushing in where the holes are going to be cut. Okay? Don't go too crazy because, like I said, you could damage this wrap fairly easy. We're just kind of making an indentation with your finger on where the holes are going to be cut out. Just press it just lightly, getting all the spots so we know. And that's it for this side. There's only a few. And again, if you had like some little bubble imperfections, just heat the area a little bit and press those air bubbles out. Alright, now that we got that part, okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut our holes out. Again, you want to find the edge, make a small slit, and then just follow the edge of the hole. Okay, you're gonna make a couple of slits again, and then just cutting. Make sure you guys are following the edge of where the hole is at. And if need be, if you need to make another slit or another cut with your blade, go ahead and do so. And yeah, so just keep doing it until you get the whole entire thing cut out. Try to get this one done for you guys so you guys could see it as I'm doing it. Okay. Alright. There we go. And then any edges, you could actually just kind of fold it in the sides. Alright, well, we got one hole down. I just got a few more to go. And then I should be done. Alright, so you guys pretty much do the same. As you can see, it's not too insanely hard. Alright, and that's pretty much it. It's already completed and done, and now look at it. It definitely changes the characteristic and gives it a little bit more character to just a plain old boring, would have been a plain old boring part. So yeah, now it also matches with my forged carbon up here. Now if you had, it doesn't have to be forged carbon, just could have been wrapped any color you wanted, or if you had carbon fiber, a wrap, anything you want, you know, you could have done this heel guard in. Alright, so guys, that's pretty much it. Let's go mobile real quick so you guys can see a little bit more of it, and especially when the sun hits it, it's definitely going to give that nice look to it. Alright guys, so that pretty much concludes this video. If you did find this video helpful on this small wrap on the heel guard, smash that like button. If you hated the video, smash the dislike button. Let me know down below of what you hate about this video to help me improve for another video when I make one. Also, if you have any other questions or concerns, also leave that down below. I'll have a link for this type of wrap and also other wraps down below. Click on the links. That helps me out on, on the channel to get more other products. If you guys have any other questions, also leave that down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you guys are up to date with my latest videos, installations, and other stuff. If you know anyone else that's looking to do a wrap of some sort, please share this video as well. Alrighty guys, you guys take care, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.